What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Destiny 2 video. Today guys, I want to have a little chat about Xur. We all know who Xur is. He is our little tentacled friend from the 9 who every Friday through till Tuesday brings us exotics that we can buy. Normally there is a weapon and then there is a piece of armor for each class. Now, if you guys played Destiny 1, you will know that Xur kind of feels a little bit underwhelming at the moment compared to some of the things he had for sale in Destiny 1. Now, that's cool. You know, he's still selling exotics, and I know this video will probably split people. You know, some people will be like, I don't get what your point is. You know, he's there, stop moaning about him. Some people will be like, yes, I agree. But basically in this video, guys, what I wanted to do was put forward some ideas of things I would like to see happen to Xur going forward. You know, things that I would like to see him sell, and some tweaks and adjustments I think are kind of needed to bring him up a little bit. Now, you never know who is going to watch this video, guys, and maybe we can attract the attention of Bungie and they might actually watch this, whether they like the ideas or not. So what I also ask at the end of the video, when you've listened to my ideas, is that you get typing in the comment section and let me know your ideas for Xur. Like, what kind of things would you like to see Xur have? Like, imagine that we have got the attention of Bungie in this video and they're listening and they're reading through the comments and things like that. This could be your chance to actually voice your opinion and say, I would like to see this or I would like to see that. So get typing and let me know your thoughts and opinions, and obviously everyone can hopefully have a good discussion. But all that aside, let's just jump into some of the things that I think should happen with Xur. So first off, I think it would be pretty cool if we saw exotic mods being sold. Okay, currently obviously we have blue mods and we have legendary mods that we can get from the gunsmith. Imagine if we had exotic mods, okay? Now, you would obviously only be able to equip these 2 exotic pieces of armor, let's say. Maybe you could equip them to legendary. I don't know how exactly it would work, but imagine exotic mods, and these would actually allow you to have maybe 2 stats on them. So you could have recovery and resilience, or mobility and recovery, or maybe an exotic mod would allow you to have kinetic and energy weapon recoil reduction on that one particular mod. Now, these obviously wouldn't be relatively cheap. You wouldn't get them for, you know, 1 legendary shard. Maybe you would pay the exact same as you would for the exotic weapons and things like that. But I just think it would be a pretty cool idea and definitely something that might be worth thinking about. Next then, obviously, we have your standard things like your exotic Sparrows and your exotic ships and things like that. I think it would be pretty cool if Xur had a selection of them with the different transmats on them for the ships. And obviously the exotic Sparrows, obviously we know that the ones you can get from the Bright Engrams have different things. You can hop on one and instantly reload your weapon. Some you can summon quicker than other ones. I just think it would be cool, you know, if they had something more, and it would give us something to chase after if you wanted to collect everything. Then, the next thing I was thinking about is exotic shaders. Okay, now these would actually, in my mind, match the colour schemes of certain exotics. So let's say the Foe Tracer, you know, that typically is got like that sandy brown look to it. So imagine a shader that would match that, or if we looked at, say, the Warlock Starfire Protocol, you can have a shader to match that, so that all of your gear would then match whatever exotic you chose to have. These would obviously be sold in, I don't know, maybe bundles of 6 or 3, whatever, and you could purchase them, equip them to your gear. And again, it would just be another way of spending legendary shards rather than them sitting there, because I think we can all admit there's not too much to do with them. But it would also just give us another form of customization that I think is would be I just think it would be a cool thing. Moving on then, what if we had boosters? Now, this would be something similar to the Fireteam medallions, but a little bit more specific to certain events, i.e. strike medallions, crucible medallions, public event medallions. These would increase XP and loot from those certain events, but they don't actually share between the team. They are individual only. Now, obviously, I know we can get the Fireteam medallions from the Bright Engrams and things like that. But if you don't have any and you're not close to a Bright Engram, maybe you don't want to spend any particular real life money buying silver to buy these Bright Engrams, or you don't want to wait to level up, you could buy some boosters from Xur for some legendary shards. Again, it would just give you a way to boost things for your character. It would also allow us to spend legendary shards on one form or another on something else. But again, these are just my ideas, guys. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Next then, ornaments for exotics. This is something we saw in Destiny 1 towards the end of Destiny 1's lifespan, where Xur would actually sell ornaments to go with the exotic weapons. Basically, you would pay a little bit more, but you would get the exotic weapon and the ornament that went with it. I think we know, obviously, there are ornaments in game, so I'm a little bit bewildered as to why this wasn't put in originally. It seems like a lot of really good things that were in Destiny 1 at the end of Destiny 1 didn't come forward to Destiny 2, and there hasn't really been any real explanation as to why. You know, I think it would have been something very simple to include in the game. Like, we had it in Destiny 1, why not carry that over? Buy a weapon, pay a bit more, get the weapon and the ornament together, or pay a bit less and just get the weapon. It would be then your choice. I don't know why it's not there, but I would definitely love to see it back. What about exotic ghosts, guys? We all know that the ghosts have certain perks on them. Some of them allow you to get gunsmith telemetry with certain elemental weapon kills. Some of them allow you to get more faction tokens on certain planets or in the Crucible. Imagine if we had an exotic ghost that gave us 3 perks rather than 2. Then maybe you could have one that worked well in Crucible and Strikes. Maybe you had one that worked on multiple planets. Or if you actually look at all the available perks from the Ghost, you get several different ones that are available for certain planets. Some of them show you resources, some of them show you chests, some of them allow you to actually pull multiple tokens rather than just an individual one. Some of them give you more XP on a certain planet. Imagine if you had a Ghost that actually gave you more than just 2 perks, and then obviously you're gaining a little bit more out of it. And then finally, what if we had exotic emblems? Okay, we all know that we have legendary emblems. They track certain statistics and things like that. Imagine if we had a couple of exotic emblems to go with things. Again, I don't know how it would work out. Maybe the exotic emblems could actually be like how many items you've ever bought off of Xur, or maybe it would keep track of your exotic collection and things like that. I don't know. These are just ideas I've had floating around my head for a couple of days now, guys, and I just wanted to put them out there and get some feedback from all of you to see what you actually think, what you would like to see implemented, if anything at all. Maybe you like the way Xur is. Maybe you're one of those people that think Xur should be taken out of the game because it gives free exotics out to people for not a lot of work. I don't know, guys, okay? I know that this is just one of them topics that it can have a lot of different opinions depending on who you ask. So again, I will pass the question back to you. What would you like to see if, in case, you know, a Bungie person watches this and they read through the comments, type in, let them know, hey guys, you know, I would love to see this or that or whatever. But yeah, that's the video, guys. They were just my opinions as always. If you like them, found them helpful, whatever, drop a thumbs up. I've already told you to leave me your comments in the section down below. Subscribe to the channel for daily Destiny videos. But for now, Guardians, as always, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I'll catch you all soon.